story to come to an end. Maybe not today. Keep waiting. Keep waiting for the blockbuster.
Yeah, part two.
Part two.
Or better yet, wait for the movie sponsored by the Kenya Film Certification Board. Classification Board. KCFB.
Don't say it badly. They
KFCB.
might withdraw
The funding. KFCB.
20 cars.
The other day, I was just looking at a magazine, right? And it referred me to a package, a story I had done way back when I was still with Reuters. And this was, one of the most fascinating countries in Africa is, we used to call it Zaire back in the day, because that's what it was known as. It was known as Zaire, right? Obviously changed later on to the Democratic Republic of Congo. But the person who changed the name of the country to Zaire is the person who took over after the Prime Minister then, Patrice Lumumba, was assassinated and horribly killed. His body was cut up and dipped in acid, and they said all kinds of theories about it. CIA was involved, and French, whatever, Belgian. So anyway, Mobutu became the president de facto back in 1965.
Full names:
Joseph Désiré Mobutu. In the beginning, it was just Joseph Désiré Mobutu. Okay? So he takes over. By the way, the country was still known as the Democratic Republic of Congo. He changed it to Zaire. He says, now we have to Africanize ourselves. And that's when he started wearing the leopard skin cap.
Yes, I know.
And the Mobutu outfit.
Oh, yes.
When you're wearing that outfit, they say, hey, you're wearing a Mobutu outfit. Like a Mao Zedong outfit, or Nyerere outfit, or Kenneth Kaunda outfit.
Oh, yes.
Mobutu outfit. So as he changed the name of his country to Zaire, he changed his name to, are you ready? Mobutu Sese Seko Kukumbendu Wazabanga.
Hey, Mobutu Sese Seko Kukumbendu Wazabanga.
And literally, when you translate that, it means he is the only cock that crows that goes from village to village, conquering other cocks. Mobutu Sese Seko Kukumbendu Wazabanga.
The cock that conquers other cocks in all other
From
villages.
village to village to village.
The village cock conqueror.
Village cock conqueror. VCC. Right? So anyway, in his for the next 32 years, he would rule this country to last. And this country is the size of all of Western Europe. When you think of Europe, when you think of Western Europe, that's the size of Zaire then.
Huge country.
Huge. I mean, you could travel from one side of the country, to take you like 3 days, sometimes a week.
What?
Unbelievable. And it was a rich country, yeah? Rich. So, outside Kinshasa, the capital, he went and built, or rather, carved out his empire, or his palace, in his village where he was born, in a place called Gbadolite, silent G, right? So they call it Badolite, but it's
Badolite.
yeah, but it's GB. Badolite. Literally a village, maybe about 5,000 people in that village. He carved out this monstrosity out of it. Spent something like the equivalent today in Kenya shillings would be about 40 billion shillings today. 40 bijilas.
Kenya money.
Guess what? He built a runway. After he built this humongous thing with gold-plated lions, outside, and mahogany doors and gold-plated staircase and all that, he built a runway. I kid you not, the Concorde. Remember the Concorde back then? That aircraft that used to be just supersonic? Concorde used to land there once every 2 weeks on his runway. That's how strong, long, thick, sturdy that runway was. And the Concorde would deliver everything from his French-made suits, along with a tailor to come and fit him, pink champagne, which was one of his favorite, meat and vegetables fresh from Paris or Brussels, caviar, goose liver pate, which he really liked. It's called foie gras. He loved that. Every 2 weeks, this Concorde would land in Badolite and deliver. And this monstrosity of a place surrounded by poor villagers, people in tatters, people in rags, but they all worshipped this man. Worshipped him. So on May 17th, 1997, when the child soldiers invaded Kinshasa and got rid of Mobutu eventually, and he had to flee from Kinshasa. Remember, he has a house in Badolite, palace. Fled from Kinshasa, ended up in Morocco. Morocco is the only country that would accept him. By that time, he was sick with prostate cancer, dying. Nobody gave a damn. He lived in Morocco maybe another couple of years and died. And that time, Kabila would not let his body be brought back home. He was buried in an unknown grave in a Christian cemetery, because Morocco is Muslim, right? In a Christian cemetery in Rabat, Morocco. This man who had ruled with an iron fist for 32 years, forced to flee his country, ended up in a country that didn't even recognize him, died and was buried in an unknown grave in a Christian cemetery in Morocco. Put that in perspective. And when we visited Badolite back then, and filmed, it was like, what is this place? It's in the middle of a jungle, literally surrounded by jungle, carved out. Security everywhere, paramilitary soldiers surrounding the place. You couldn't get in unless, you were somebody. That's the kind of lifestyle he lived.
But died
a poor, sorry, miserable, sick man.
Buried in a Christian cemetery.
In a Muslim country, unknown grave. They just dumped him there.
Nobody has ever followed.
Later on, they did his sons, his daughters, his kids who were all living overseas. They all followed up. I think in the end, this young Kabila allowed his body to be taken back, but I'm not sure. We can Google that. I'm not sure about that. But last time I covered DRC, he was still in that grave in Morocco. And that's what we call a story a day.
Join the world of Viusasa Entertainment and enjoy the videos you love. SMS the word Viusasa to 40984. Choose your preferred package plan. Select the amount for your chosen package plan, then click Next. Viusasa, connecting you to the videos you love.
You're now rocking with the best, man.
It's the Hot Breakfast with Jeff and Jelano.